Good afternoon, folks. You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and I have some lessons that I've learned after a month working in a gun shop. First thing I want to talk about is pricing. So I'm not going to go into the specifics of the shop I work at, but I will say that our prices are pretty good, and it's made me do some real soul searching when I've seen some of the prices at other shops. And I realize this is kind of coming across as self-serving, whatever it is. That's not my point. I'm going to leave shop names out of this. You guys know where I work, but I'm going to leave the other shops alone. If you want to do your due diligence and check pricing, then you'll see what I'm talking about. But with that, not everything is as it appears, right? There has been price increases across the board for all sorts of stuff, but some of what you're seeing things going for, some of what these shops are charging, it's just not right. There's a situation and then they're taking advantage of that. So what I would urge all of you to do is, if you have found shops like that, and chances are in your area, if you're not local to me, wherever you're at, there are shops doing that. Just remember that whenever things return to some semblance of normal, remember which shops were being fair and which shops were definitely taking advantage, and reflect that with where you shop. The other thing is, guys, this one's for the guys. Quit picking the gun for your significant other, spouse, whatever. I get that you might know more about firearms than your wife or girlfriend or whatever. I do with mine, and I might steer her in a direction of brands or models, and then let her pick what's going to feel good in her hand. I'm seeing a lot of dudes come in there and I want this for her, and her isn't getting a say-so in the conversation. Well, chances are she may end up hating shooting that gun. If she doesn't like shooting it, then she probably won't carry it. She's not going to practice it with it and get proficient. So let her make that decision. Again, you can give recommendations on models, brands, whatever that you would like to see her stay away from or gravitate towards. But at the end of the day, that is her choice, just like it's your choice what you carry. So if you get mad at that, I don't know what to tell you. So that's just a little observation. Number 3, don't get offended if you tell the people at the gun shop that the gun's unloaded and they check it anyway. We check it anyway. We're going to do that. It takes a couple extra seconds to verify that that firearm is indeed unloaded. A lot of people have been killed with unloaded guns. So it takes a couple seconds to verify that that weapon is in fact unloaded. Don't get mad. It's not an insult to you. Matter of fact, if you want to look at something, we check it and hand it to you, and then you check it. We're not getting offended. 2 sets of eyes is better than 1. And again, it's not like you're undoing some work that's been done or anything like that. We're literally verifying that the weapon is in a safe condition, and that is good for everybody. And the last one, not all gun shops are created equal. And again, I realize that coming from where I'm at with what I do for a living, that may be a little self-serving. But they're not. You have gun shops where people have an encyclopedia's worth of knowledge on the book information of guns, but don't shoot. You've got people that may shoot a lot of clays or bullseye competitions, but don't carry, have never used a shot timer. You have people that cater to the hunting crowd. Maybe the entirety of their shooting is focused towards hunting and literally nothing towards self-defense. Conversely, you have people like me that do the things that I do out here and don't hunt. So I would say that find a shop where the people's knowledge is based on more than reading a spec sheet. Find a shop where people actually train. And if you're wondering where I'm getting the authority to say that, both my employer and I do full kit training at least once a month. We shoot, we use shot timers, we do drills from concealment. We have the infamous box of holsters that don't quite work right. Also, I'll plug Gearcraft, which we make in-house. There'll be a link in the description if you want to order a holster. So again, that's kind of our thing, is more on the preparedness, the performance-based shooting metrics, the things like that. The other side, there's really nothing wrong with that, but it would be a lot like going to a mechanic for your home HVAC needs, or vice versa. Find a shop that's going to have a level of practical experience-based knowledge based on whatever it is you're looking for. That's really going to be about it, guys. Just a quick and dirty. Some of these may upset you. That's not my intent. These are just my little lessons along the way as I continue down this firearms learning path, experience, whatever. So this is just one more area that I never anticipated getting into that, well, I'm doing it now, so I figured I'd share some of that knowledge with you guys. Again, just remember the shops, websites, vendors, whoever has been taking this situation and just really sticking it to people. Remember them when times get better. Remember that when times force prices to come back down. Remember what they did when you were at their mercy, and let your wallet reflect that. Stay safe, keep shooting, and use prudent judgment with where you get your guns, ammo, and information from, and I'll see you next time.